Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna be sharing some sparring stories of when I sparred with people. Um, First story, I sparred with this guy I knew, and he threw one punch, and I slipped it and hit him at the same time. So it was like something like this. He got hit in the ribs. He did it again, and I deflected it and hit him in the head the second time, and the third time I just kept beating him up. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Um, then he tried hitting me, tried throwing a punch, and I kicked him in the leg, in the groin, things of that sort, the side. Um, he tried coming in, and I backed up. I kicked his leg. When he tried to kick me, he went at it again, did the same thing. He got me like once in the shin, and that was it. Um, so we just kept going at it, and he just kept rushing in, and yeah, I mean, he also tried swinging wildly at me, and I just kept parrying all of his attacks while I was backing up. So he was surprised when he saw me do that. Um, then we just went into weapons. He saw that I couldn't beat him. He saw that he couldn't beat me hand to hand, so he had to resort to weapons. So he got this stick, and he tried to stab me with it. So I kicked him in the leg, no contact, of course. Kicked him in the shin, and at the same time, I grabbed this pot cover and pretty much deflected his blow. Of course, I got stabbed like the first time, but it wasn't that serious. Deflected his blow, then hit him with the pot with the other hand on his temple. Um, and he resorted to using a knife, so he tried to stab me. I tried to arm lock his knife hand. Couldn't do it the first time because he moved too quickly. So I tried to do it again, and the second time I was successful. Um, then I took the knife away. I did a downward stab. He blocked it like this. I trapped his hand, moved his hand out of the way, his arm actually, and I stabbed him in the neck. Um, then he tried using a gun. It was a pretend gun. I I redirected it several times. He tried shooting at me. I took cover. He went in close, and I got a knife from the counter. As soon as he came in close, I rushed in, redirected the knife hand. The gun hand. Gun went this way, and I just kept stabbing him in the face and the eyes and whatever, throat, whatever. Did it several times. Um, this other time I took cover. Um, I used I used somebody else's cover. So when he finally came in close, did the same thing. tried to redirect his knife hand and just kept punching him in the face and whatnot, things of that sort. Um, I pinned him to the wall and just kept hitting him when he had the weapon on him. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much what I can remember from that particular incident. There was this other one where he he um, he used this Malay weapon on me, um, and I kicked him in the leg and the groin as I backed up to avoid the blows. I I slipped one blow like this, and it went to the other side. You know, it missed. Um, then I just picked up. I tried closing the door so to use it as a shield. I also grabbed this this one of my shirts and just tried to like blind him with it. And I grabbed another improvised weapon like a purse to try to hit him with it. Um, because it was indoors, I didn't want to take him down because that would have ended badly. But if it was outdoors, I probably would have. Um, so I threw it in his face, and I think I tried to get in close. Um, and I think I trapped his arm, both of his arms, so he couldn't hit me that well. Um, and that was it for that one. And another time, he tried to um, he tried to grab my leg when I kicked him in the groin. So I tried to do this technique that I memorized, but I couldn't memorize it. So instead, I just shifted my weight, all my weight on that leg, pushing it down, and came in with a hook to the head, and he was out. And another time, I threw a finger jab to the eyes. He closed them really tight, and then I just followed up with a hook to punch to the head, and it was done. Um, so that's pretty much all I can remember for that particular. Oh, and this other time, he used this Malay weapon on me. He went in, he tried to swing. I came in, grabbed both of his arms to prevent him from hitting me, and then I just kept headbutting him in the face and whatnot, and kneeing him in the groin. Um, and it was done. That's pretty much all I got to say for that case. This other case, two friends, um, they wanted to spar, so I said okay. First one, I charged right in and pretty much went to work, punching him in the head, everywhere. Couldn't fight back. He just backed up into the wall. Um, Turned his back towards me, so he tried swinging once, and I moved out of the way. I caught his punch, and I could have broken his arm. I probably would have if it was for real. But I was like, nah, I just broke your arm just to make it seem like that's what would have happened if it was for real. And it was that was it. He just couldn't land one hit on me. Um, and this other guy, I tried to play around with him. I wanted to test my skills out. So I threw like a couple of jabs on him, and he didn't seem to be phased by it. So he came in swinging like this, trying to throw in stuff like that. And I just kept parrying each blow until finally um, I lost balance. Actually, I've been losing balance since that happened. Um, I That's when I realized that Wing Chun did not work. If you looked at my other video, you would actually see that, um, or actually listen, you would actually know that I mentioned how Wing Chun, you cannot use soft force to overcome hard force with Wing Chun because the stance is rigid, um, and it just simply will knock you off balance because a powerful punch is still going to rattle you. If you can try to redirect it, but some of that energy is still going to be transferred to you. Um, so that's what happened. I nearly fell over, hit a table, but I regained my balance and I changed my approach. I said, okay, that doesn't work. So I did a snap kick to his shin. He was distracted for a brief moment. Then I came in, grabbed his arm, trapped it. He got scared, he cowered, and I just kept bashing him with my forearm. And that was the end of that. Um, so this other time I sparred with an MMA fighter. I kicked him in the groin. Um, Hook punched him twice. First time I fainted, like I faked an attack. He fell for it. I hook punched him again, and he got me. He got me though with a Muay Thai kick to the ribs. Um, but that's because I couldn't see it. So because I didn't have my glasses on. So and we didn't have enough time to do the whole thing. So it was cut short, unfortunately. Um, yeah, pretty much it. That's pretty much all my sparring stories. Oh, there was one more actually. Okay, so I was trying to film one involving this Taekwondo practitioner, and we were trying to film it, but we couldn't because it was getting all out of frame. Um, Nevertheless, it was pretty challenging because, well, for one, I haven't really practiced that much. Late as of late, I've been so busy with my promoting my self defense business, so it's been pretty rough. Pretty, my skills were rusty at that point. So he kept landing his kicks in and whatnot, and I just kept moving. Um, I hit him in the groin though, and I got my finger jabs to the eyes a couple of times. So then I just decided to test this new approach where I tried to pretty much fool him and with my distance, use my footwork. He tried to kick, and I just moved back, kicked him in the knee a couple of times. Um, yeah. Um, Unfortunately, I couldn't film it because we need another person to hold the camera. And I asked him to spar just for the heck of it, and he didn't want to do it. So um, unfortunately it had to be cut short. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's how I do my sparring sessions, um, and how I teach people how to spar too. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you later.